incredible evening. How are you guys doing? I am about to press some Super Bowl shirts. So I figured I hang out with y'all and just kind of show you the process and whatnot. So here we are. All right. My design is very much so not like any of the other ones that I've seen. I'm just trying to cut out my butcher paper for the top. So when I knock out the line. In a second. All right. So my design, like I said, is very different from most who are doing halftime shirts. And you will see that in just a moment. Hello, everyone. I am Shakia, the professor of Honestly Speaking, HS Inc. 365, Soloholics Anonymous, and 365 Creative Academy. I instruct people, instruct others daily, weekly, all the time on a lot, like just being creative and unlocking your creativity, whether it's with sublimation, paper crafting, regular print and cut, stickers, labels, heat transfer vinyl, adhesive vinyl, and so much more. I mainly teach from the Silhouette Studio program, which is the program that's used to control the cameos, but you can use it as a standalone graphic designing program, and that is what I use. I am going to be using our tacky sublimation paper. It wasn't intentional. I meant to actually put the fast dry in there, but tacky is what's in there. So you're going to get to see the tacky paper and just see me make about 6 shirts. All right. I am using a wide variety of shirts between Ultra Club, Team 365, and Sport Tech. So it's 3 different brands that I'm going to use, because for the 2X ones, I only had Team 365 for my shirt, and my cousin's shirt, it is Sports Tech, and then there is an additional shirt, and this one is Ultra Club. All right. You know what? I don't think this told me to change my print settings. I was printing out something else, and I think this is printing out on premium matte, and I don't want it to do that. Oh, great. Oh, crapola. What does this say? Paper source setting, paper setting. Yeah, crapola. Why is this set to premium matte? Mike, it's printing out so slow. File, print. Oh, that so sucks. Plain paper. So let's go here. And then extended settings. Okay, I'm going to use these prints, but it's going to give me pinwheels most likely. So I'll put that on my shirt, an even shirt. And then let me see, what am I looking for? How many prints it is. It's 1, 2. Now I need 4. And then print. It's going to take this thing forever to spool. That's going to drive me absolutely bonkers. Let's see, how many were supposed to print on this one? Oh, it was only printing 1 of 1. It was supposed to be 4, so that's okay. All right. So the front side of this one first. So I'm going to put this on my shirt, an even shirt, because it's going to give me pinwheels, and the color is going to be slightly off because it's on premium matte. I don't like premium matte. And let me check my pressure. Ew, way too much pressure. All right, that's perfect. Hello, hello. Incredible evening, guys. Incredible evening. Okay, why are you? No. Cancel. All right. Yep, I knew it was going to give me a bunch of friggin' pizza wheels. Because it was on premium matte. I do this to knock out the harsh line that is around it from the paper. I do this for about 10 seconds or so. So it says, it's the deeply rooted hip hop culture representation and hits story, because you know they're going to come with the hits, of Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar for me. And then the back of it is going to say, I witnessed Black History, 2/13/22 NFL Super Bowl halftime. Thank you. Actually, like this, there really isn't that much of a line. So the back just says, I witnessed Black History. All right, now I'm going to do mine. This is a Sport Tech shirt. Which I don't know why I'm trying to do this that way. Let me put this way. It's so much easier because I can see exactly where this is. All right. Because I know it's there, I'm going to cut really close to the edge, only because I know that there are pinwheels here. So I'm just going to cut that down some. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't get anything last time, but I forgot to cut my edges. I think I cut the top, because this is at the bottom, so that edge got cut, but I forgot to cut the edges. Oh, wait, I forgot to check the pressure. For these, I'm gonna do all of my shirts and then do the pressing out. That way I only have to adjust my pressure once. So as you can see, I don't use a lint brush. I never lint brush when it comes to shirts. I don't get the blue squigglies because I'm not using a super high temperature. With our sublimation paper, you can sub as low as 365 degrees, as fast as 30 seconds. She says, I like that. I need one of those to wear here in sunny, hot, beautiful Cali. Yeah, it's a little too late for me to try and put it on the website, so. And so this is the tacky paper, so it does stick to your shirt a little. Yeah, but that one has major lines down there. And then I'm going to flip it. And where is the second part to this? So yeah, I'm a little different in how I design. I keep telling y'all that. I mean, I've seen lately some really good ones with like the artist picture on them, but I don't know. I think maybe this just me. Like I see the history in this. I mean, to have hip hop and what is considered one of the meccas of hip hop in West Side and California, all of that, and then for it to be some greats who are just masters of the game. To me, it truly is rooted in the culture of hip hop to see all of them on stage. So this is going to be like the great. I should have put the greatest 12 minutes in history. That's probably what I should have put. Ooh, y'all have good weather there this weekend. People gonna make good money too because they were charging $7,000 for parking and stuff like that. That's just crazy to me. All right, where'd you go? And this is the Ultra Club shirt. The last one was Team 365, and mine was a Sports Tech. Yeah, 7,000 is crazy. Yes, I am using the tacky paper, not on purpose. I actually thought I meant to grab a regular. I mean, I don't really use the tacky paper like that for me. For something like this, the fast dry works fine. I don't bother to tape it down when I do that, so it just so happens to be in there. But yeah, see, it's stuck to the shirt. It doesn't move. Now, if I had all these printed out, this would have gone a lot faster. But I'm having to wait for each one of them to print out. So I always recommend cutting your ends off just in case you have ink on the edges. I fold it in half, edge to edge of the design to find my middle point. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to go about 4 or so. This is a fairly short design. I'm actually going to try and make sure it sits, like the major part of it sits center chest. So I'm actually going to pull this down just a little. And then this collar, that's one of the reasons why I also don't like to go by collars. Some collars sit really high, some collars sit really low. If you go by the armpits, I mean, that's going to really tell you where the center of your chest is. And that's what I prefer to go off of because some shirts have a really high collar, like this one. Hey, Even, can you bring me a ladies, hold on. I got to figure out which one it was. Okay. Huh? I think I'm going to need a ladies extra large in the Sport Tech for scent, because the other one with the color didn't come out right. Let's see. How do you know how much pressure to use with your heat press? So mine has a number on it, and I normally try and keep mine around like 1. I just have my hand on it, so it'll kind of fluctuate. It's fluctuating between 1 and 2. But with sublimation, you really only need light pressure. You don't need heavy pressure when it comes to sublimation. So depending on how your heat press is, it will kind of tell you, like it's like the feel of how hard or how easy it is to pull the to pull down the handle. MJ's friends are here, but he's not here, so. And then the same thing for the back. I'm just trying to get it basically centered on the, like between the shoulder blades. So this like through the, what's the ones in the back? Shoulder blades. MJ's friends are at the door. Thanks. And I'm going to pull this up just a little. So on this heat press, I'm shooting for like a 1. Thank you. What causes the little blue specks that you were talking about that shows up in the white shirts? When you are using too high of a temperature and pressing for too long. I agree. I have much better placement when I go by the armpits. So with our sublimation paper, you know, you don't have to do that. Oh, this one is really jacked up. You don't have to do, oh, why did I have so many spots on it? You don't have to do 400 degrees with our sublimation paper. You can find our sublimation paper at www.hsink365.com. And I probably needed to clean I forgot to clean my rollers. When I realized that it was on premium matte, I should have cleaned my rollers. That's what I should have done. But I did not. So now I have unnecessary pinwheels, should I say, from buildup on the rollers. And it's a good thing that these are for family and not for an actual client. As you can see, for shirts, I don't preheat. Now, when you're using the tacky paper and you need it to actually stick, you want to use it, like especially if you're going to have to move it around, you want to preheat. But for this, I'm only pressing it 1 time and that's it. So if I was using like my regular fast dry paper, I wouldn't even need, I don't preheat, and I don't pre-press at all. So I even need it. I know. What do you want me to do? Your shirt is finished if you would like to put it on, sir. Now, ladies' shirts are a little bit different because of how they're made. So that one I kind of just go off of knowing like the bust area and how long the design is and where I want it to sit at on the bust. So either right before it kind of goes back down, if I want it to be above the bust. So I kind of do that. So your armpits for a lady shirt is actually more so like the top of your bust line. So if I want this to go to be right on the top of the bust, it's going to be right there. If I want a little bit above, I'll go up. But that's like armpits for ladies is like the top of your bust. Ooh. Yes, I do. To clean your rollers, you just take a Clorox wipe or any type of disinfectant wipe, open the top, push it underneath the rollers, and then do just like this. Go back and forth. You'll push it through, use like a weeding tool to grab it on the other side if you can't get it with your finger, and literally just go like this. One hand's on the inside, one hand's on the outside, and pull it back and forth like that. That's all it takes to clean your rollers. And this is one of the things I love about the Hotronics is I don't have to wait. All I have to do is thread my shirt and I can do the back. I don't have to put butcher paper down or anything like that to be able to catch the ink. So I love having a heat press that I can thread the shirts on. And it's kind of the same thing. Bust is going to give you a really good placement on your back. Because if you kind of just go from there, that really is putting you like at a really good position in the upper back. And that's where I want this. So we're going to press that. All right. I now can change my pressure. And press out these lines. Do I have a promotion for the Super Bowl holiday? No, ma'am. Our prices are awesome all year long, every day. We don't run any sales because we have some of the best prices of any company that sells paper and ink. So we don't run sales anymore because we dropped our prices to be able to help you guys profit more. There we go. It's the deeply rooted hip hop culture representation and history of Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and Kendrick Lamar for me. I witnessed Black History on 2/13/22 NFL Super Bowl halftime. So that's that. And I better get my hand up out of here before my husband has a holy conniption about me taking too long. And this is a process just to knock out the line. So this is where I use butcher paper. So I'm not going to say the process is, you know, with sublimation, you don't have to use any type of cover sheet whatsoever. Now the paper does not bleed through. So imagine if you were using a paper where you had to put it on there for the bleed out, and then you still had, oh shoot, and then you still had to put it on there for this part. You're going to go through a lot of butcher paper. So I only use it to knock out lines. Even if you tear around, you're not going to have a straight, I mean, not going to have a straight line, but you still end up with a line. You just end up with a very squiggly line. There's no way to avoid those lines other than not having your paper on your shirt at all. That's the only way to avoid the line. Or putting a pressing pillow underneath to where the edges of the paper doesn't touch your shirt. Actually, this side doesn't have a line. I am done. That is the end of that. So 33 minutes to do 6 shirts, 5 shirts, front and back. Ooh, no. My husband's shirt needs it. I forgot about his shirt. But there should be enough heat to do his shirt and knock out the line. There should be just enough heat. And now that probably knocked out any other heat that was there. So I needed to turn it up for the front of his shirt. All of these shirts, I did the same size print. So I see your question, what size you print a medium size shirt for men? If I'm doing just their single shirt, like and not a part of a batch, it'll probably be anywhere between like 10 and a half, 11, somewhere in there. But when it's a part of a batch, all of these shirts from a medium to a medium to a 2X unisex are all printed at the same size. I did 11 and a half inches wide. So they're all printed the same for these because it's a batch order. I don't really do like the individual sizes when it comes to batch orders. Let's see. Okay. Didn't know that you had dropped your prices. I'll go to your site to purchase. Thank you. Thank you. Out of all the different types of white shirts that you are using, which one is the thickest and not so see-through? They're about the same. They're all about the same, except for, I guess, Ultra Club is a little bit thinner than the other two, but the other two are exactly the same. Sport Tech and Team 365 are the same. I'm sorry I missed it. Why do you press that shirt twice? I press it again to take out the line from your paper that is on there. I don't care how much light pressure you put, you're going to see the paper because your shirt, the paper digs into the shirt. I know a lot of people like thick shirts. Thick shirts really are not great for in like non all over designs for sublimation, because the thicker the shirt, the more your paper is going to dig into it and the harder it's going to be to get that line out. So thick shirts really aren't that great for front designs as far as like sublimation and stuff like that. So why do I feel like I'm missing a shirt? Oh, because it's right here. Yeah, so I do it to knock out the line. Let's see, did I miss any other questions? Yeah, you're gonna love the prices. I mean, we drop prices. Our website is hsinc365.com. I'll put it again in the comments, www.hsinc365.com. You can make a shirt like this. We do have this pattern on our website. If you want to create a design somewhat like this, like create your own version of it, especially since we're still in Black History Month. Hold on, let me go share screen, share. I'm going to go over here to HS Ink Digital. And we're going to scroll down. It's a silhouette file. Oh, I think I did it. Oh, I did it in Silhouette, SVG, and Photoshop. So this is the file that I use to create this shirt. All right, so you can get that on the site as well. I was using 13 by 19 paper because that's the paper that I kind of have for myself. That's what I keep in my stash. I keep the biggest one and I sell everything else. So when I order my stuff I order my set for me, I order myself a case of 13 by 19. Even when I'm doing something small, I'm using 13 by 19 paper most of the time, unless I'm using 8.5 by 14 in my smaller heat press. But I got to go because Eva's going to kick my butt. Thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys and just showing you how fast it is and how great it is to make shirts with Honestly Speaking sublimation paper. I wish I should have did this one. So yeah, so you can see there, you can get great release in just 30 seconds. There's no blowout on the back of our paper. Lower temps. I do mine, like I said, 365. You may have to find the sweet spot for your printer, for your heat press, but gone are the days of having to press at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. We help you save money. We help you your profit margin by making the products more affordable. You don't have to waste butcher paper unnecessarily. When you are printing out your design, you can use plain paper settings, still get great, amazing colors. So you're saving on ink and you're saving on your electricity by not having to take your heat press up to 400 degrees, which does pull more electricity. So visit hsinc365.com. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.